season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. And we'll get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he tacked on the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a man, it's Morrison. Trying to make magic with his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Finds the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Wide out, trying to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And the Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. He misses his man, and the accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Dropping back, it's Morrison. They're working that left side. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here comes the Texas offense. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He has the first and still on his feet. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off the play fake on first down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Texas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Morrison. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And It's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the air, it's Owens. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. He makes the defense pay.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Find space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Webb. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fitted in the window for the score. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down there in this red zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they hit it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
You You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Morrison. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. With the catch, it's Clark. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Owens. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And, man, oh, man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. This time on target. At the 35, he's loose. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Owens. Good timing on the quick out. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He fires one deep down the right side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
There's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Morrison. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Try to get it to the edge. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Handoff from the shotgun. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Owens. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 17 over Nebraska. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You can tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. This time he's got it.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the ground, he's got it again. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Morrison. And it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on fourth down. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because it
breaks into the open. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The screen, he can go. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Morrison. Using the quick game. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's got it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has...
He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he added the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. It's still a 1-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
34.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back to pass, it's Owens. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. Off and running. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. attacking another offensive odyssey. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Working that wide receiver screen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Morrison. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage, one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
To the air, it's Morrison. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They knew the line they had to defend and to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting running that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Looking downfield, it's Morrison. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Owens. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The give to the back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.